for the most part, I want to stick very closely to what the findings of physics have been. I respect physics, and its findings have created modern science. But when the physicist gets into explanations, there's where I think we have to take second thoughts. And the difficulty is in explaining a force. I was with Dick Curtis last night, and I didn't really get that across. I said a force is an elusive concept. Well, that was a quote from my favorite person, Eddington. But others have similar difficulties. And the embarrassment that a force involves. You see, you can't see it, you can't weigh it, you can't isolate it. It hasn't got the required objectivity to deal with the objective method. Leads the scientists to say, well, the force is caused by a shower of particles. Well, I think that's getting the cart before the force, the particle before the force. It should be the other way around. That's the memory thing, and the particle is brought about when the forces are mated, when you get this tremendous electromagnetic force. And I did mention that the other night, and I think it's worth mentioning again. I picked up a piece of chalk and said that in order to compare the gravity with the electromagnetic force, you'd need something larger than the if the chalk was to represent one, you'd need something larger than the universe to represent the other. But I was way off, because if the chalk was 1 centimeter across, the diameter of the universe would be 10 to the 27th, 1 followed by 27 zeros, times the chalk. That would take 4 billion years to get to the edge by traveling at the speed of light, or 10 billion years. But that's still too small by a factor of 10 trillion. Because the factor I'm dealing with is 10 to the 40th, not 10 to the 27th. These figures are all too way out of range of our imagination. But it's of great concern to the issue here that which would be primary, the particle, this little thing that's not doing anything, or this force that is umpteen billions of times greater than gravity. It isn't until that force is tamed and sort of sealed up that we can even get a particle, and hence get the identity that makes it possible to say this is a particle.